Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about scoliosis, what I do to help my scoliosis, to prevent pain, to prevent stiffness, or any other symptoms that I deal with. So I first want to start by saying that I don't personally deal with a ton of pain or discomfort from my scoliosis, but I also do credit that a lot to the tips that I'm going to give in this video. So no matter if you have an S curve or a C curve or what your case is, hopefully at least one or two of these tips will be able to help you deal with any symptoms that you have. So without further ado, let's get into tip number one. Tip number one is get an inversion table. If you have never heard of an inversion table, you can look them up on Amazon or any sporting goods store will have them. They are around $100. I'm going to show you a clip of me using mine. Tip number two is a Pranam mat. So if you've never heard of Pranam mat, I actually discovered mine through Instagram. I was reached out to by the company over a year ago. They wanted me to try out the mat, get my own testimonial for it because so many people were getting such good results from it. I was super curious to see if it would do anything for my scoliosis or, when I have a little bit of pain or stiffness to see if it could help. So I have been using mine for over a year. And what I've discovered is, the way that I kind of like to explain it is, it's like acupuncture. It kind of has similar benefits to acupuncture. What it is it is a mat that you lay on, and it has little rubber spikes. So that sounds terrifying, but it does hurt a little bit when you first start using it, but over time you get so used to it and it actually feels really good. And I have personally noticed a huge difference, especially when I have any lower back pain or discomfort. Laying on the mat for 15 to 20 minutes can actually really help with pain or stiffness. Now, if you have severe pain, it's not really going to help as much, but if you're just dealing with a little bit of pain or a little bit of discomfort or whatever, it can definitely help. So the company has a mat, but then they also have a pillow, which I really like the pillow, especially for my lower back, because it has like some kind of beans or something in it, so you're able to shape it around your body and your own back. So I really like that, especially if you have like one specific area you're really trying to hit. You can kind of put the pressure where you want. So the pillow is really nice as well. I'm actually pretty sure that I still have a discount code for Pranam mat if you are interested in purchasing one. I will look to make sure that I have it, and I will put it here, and I will also link their website below so that you guys can check them out for yourself. But again, I would highly recommend that, especially if you just have like little aches and pains. It can also help with neck pain, shoulder pain, headaches, all types of different things. It has a lot of different benefits, but I have noticed an improvement when I have a little bit of pain due to my scoliosis. So tip number three, which I talked a lot about in my first scoliosis video on here, and that is strengthening your core. So when your core is strong, it is going to help support your back and take the pressure off of your back. So when you have a weak core, your back is going to take over, you're going to hunch more, your posture is not going to be as good. When you lift things and do different things, your back is going to take over rather than your core, therefore giving you back pain. So especially if you deal with lower back pain, strengthening your core is going to help so much. Like I can't even stress how much it is important to have a strong core for any back pain, not even just scoliosis, but having strong abs or core is just going to help tremendously with any back pain that you're dealing with, specifically lower back. So if you have scoliosis, make sure that you are doing some sort of ab workouts or things to strengthen your core at least 3 or 4 times a week. It's just really important, and it's really going to help prevent and take away any pain that you have. So the next tip kind of goes hand in hand with the last thing that I just said, which is staying healthy, staying active, strengthening your muscles, and just making sure you're keeping weight off. So being overweight when you have scoliosis can be seriously dangerous because it's going to, again, put a lot of pressure on your back and on your spine, and your back is going to take over lifting, and your core is going to be very weak, which we just talked about why that's going to cause back pain. And just being overweight in general with scoliosis is not something that we can afford. And so staying strong, staying active, staying healthy is going to help so much with back pain or just any symptoms from scoliosis in general. I notice for me that I don't deal with a lot of back pain or any problems from my scoliosis really at all, considering how bad and severe my scoliosis is. And I definitely credit that to staying healthy, staying active, and really taking care of my body. That's just, it's kind of common sense, but at the same time, it's something it's easy to do, but it's easy not to do. So staying active, staying healthy, take care of your body. It's going to help you so much with your scoliosis and just in general, of course. But so stay active, strengthen your bones, strengthen your muscles. So the last and final tip that I have for you guys is listening to your body. So listening to your body, not doing things that aggravate your back or your spine. And this might again seem like common sense, but I think a lot of people think, oh, well, I see that person doing that lift, or I have to do this, or I won't reach that goal. There is so many different ways to get fit and reach your fitness goals that you don't have to do every lift or every exercise in the book or every exercise you see your favorite fitness person doing. Even if you see me doing something and you have scoliosis, it might work for me and be okay for me and not for you. You have to listen to your own body and listen to its cues. And if something is tweaking your back or uncomfortable and it's not hurting in the right ways, then I would recommend not doing it and finding an alternative, because there's always an alternative to every exercise. Lastly, this is just something that I kind of believe based on what I've learned and on common sense, and this isn't like anything technical, but it's just my personal opinion. I think that when you have scoliosis, doing things when you are putting a heavy load on your spine is kind of contradicting what we are trying to do, which is lengthen the spine, take pressure off of the spine. So doing things like heavy squatting, again, is kind of going against what we're trying to do. So you're putting 100 or 200 pounds on your spine and you're compressing it, but then you're going home and laying on your inversion table and expanding your spine. So really, it's kind of counteractive to our goal, which is to not put pressure or heavy loads on our spine. So I personally choose not to squat heavy. I do other lifts like hip thrusts and deadlifts to replace that. So you do what works for you, but I just think that people with scoliosis don't need to be putting hundreds of pounds on their back and squatting. So that's just me and my opinion. I am not a doctor. If your doctor said you can do it and you want to do it, that is totally fine. I'm just saying, for me, what makes sense, and just a personal decision that I've made to stop squatting. So that's kind of that. But I hope you guys enjoyed those tips. I hope you find them helpful. If you have scoliosis and you still have questions, feel free to comment below. If you've never checked out my previous scoliosis video, that is the first video I ever uploaded on here, and I kind of go through my story on there with my whole journey. So definitely check that out if you haven't. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video and supporting my channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to help support me, and please let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. Thanks again, and I will talk to you in the next video.